Well, the increase in British Columbia's minimum wage is getting mixed reviews from the business community. Yesterday, Premier Christy Clark announced that the province's lowest hourly rate would rise slowly over the next 14 months from $8, where it is right now, to just over $10 next year. It is the first such increase in BC in 10 years, and for most employers, it did not come as a surprise. That doesn't mean everybody likes it, though. Our Shachi Kurl has reaction tonight.
Christy Clark, job creator or job killer? Depends on who you talk to. BC's Premier was indeed talking up job creation today with news that Mercedes-Benz will build a fuel cell technology plant in Burnaby,
reaching $10.25 an hour.
But her decision to raise BC's minimum wage has others claiming she's killing the job prospects of BC's lowest earning workers, especially those in the restaurant industry.
What we're worried about with this is a loss of jobs and/or the opportunity to hire youth and students into the restaurant sector will be quite diminished.
Economists argue that for younger workers especially, an increase in minimum wage amounts to a job killer. One study suggesting that even a 10% hike in wages results in a 20% decrease in jobs.
In the winter, I think it will make a difference, yes.
But Andrea Znardi, a server at Sauce Restaurant in Victoria, says seeing her hourly rate rise to $9 will make a difference to her standard of living.
It'll be great for the paycheck, even if it's just a couple extra hours, a couple extra nights. It's going to be great to have that extra $1 raise on the paycheck.
And her employer says he can handle the impact.
We knew it was coming. It had to happen, whether it was NDP or Liberal. It's just a matter of time. And we feel quite positive about it. I was happy when I read it this morning.
But where Steve Hoff sees opportunity in paying staff more, Bob Ianson sees risk. He's a retailer and says a 28% increase in the minimum wage over 2 years is more than his linen business can absorb.
My biggest concern is that it's being forced on retailers on a very short period of time. We're talking less than 6 weeks before the first implementation date.
But labor groups say businesses shouldn't complain. They've had time to prepare for the increase. After all, the BC Liberals have been talking about it for months. And Steve Hoff says restaurateurs are facing bigger stomach aches than a rising minimum wage.
The rising food costs would be something that affects a restaurant's bottom line far more than the increase in the minimum wage.
Politically, this change puts the Premier on the side of the Angels, and Christy Clark knows it. Future decisions on the HST and the economy may be harder for both her supporters and detractors to swallow. In Victoria, Shachi Kurl, A News.